Why is it important to be ethical? Hey everyone, Misty Darling here from Misty Soul Team at Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate Innovations and Be Better DSM. And I'm here to talk about why is it so important to remain ethical in our competitive industry. And let's be honest, real estate, it feels like a race for listings, leads, closings, but there's one thing that should never be compromised to get ahead, and that's ethics. A while back, I watched a deal fall through, not because of price or inspections, but because a buyer simply lost trust in his agent. And why is that? Because the agent had made a few little minor misrepresentations and thinking that they were helping things, but in reality, the buyer walked, the listing agent lost the deal, the buyer lost the home, and no one won. In a fast-moving industry like ours, it can be really tempting to blur the lines to stay competitive. But the truth is, real estate's built on relationships, and relationships are built on trust. Today, I want to talk to you about why remaining ethical isn't just the right thing to do, it's actually the smartest thing to do for longevity in this business. Point number one, ethics protect your reputation. In this business, obviously, your name's your brand. Every deal, every conversation, every client interaction either strengthens or weakens your reputation. Being ethical isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. When clients and colleagues know they can count on you to be honest and transparent, they'll refer to you, trust you, come back to you again and again. Number two, clients are more informed than ever. We are working with smart, savvy consumers. They Google everything, they read reviews, they compare agents, like they're comparing hotels. If they even sense a hint of dishonesty, they're gone. And I have to touch on the fact that with the realtor rules of buyer brokerage compensation and contracts, we see the agents are willing to blur the lines every day. We misguidedly think it's under the guise of the consumer doesn't know the difference. They do. And if you want to change your position from being a trusted fiduciary to simply a door opener, then just throw aside the legal rules that we are all required to follow and make assumptions that the buyers don't know the difference. They do. Number three, it keeps you legally and financially safe. Cutting corners in situations, even when it's to save a deal, might feel like it's a win, but I'll tell you what, with a lot of longevity in the business, I see that surprise lawsuits, board complaints, revoked licenses are very real things. Ethics create a safety net that protects your career. Following the laws, disclosing properly, acting in good faith, they're not just checkboxes, they are insurance for what you've worked so hard for. And touching on this personally, as a team leader who definitely is known in our market because of my marketing, because of my longevity, I have a lot of complaints that come to me from consumers making assumptions. And the way that I most protect myself and my team is by doing everything impeccably by law and ethics. And number four, it sets the tone for the industry. When I act with integrity, I set an example for my clients, for newer agents, for an industry as a whole. And when more of us raise the bar, we all benefit. Real estate becomes a profession that people respect, not one they fear or distrust. If you're in this for the long haul, ethics aren't optional. They are your foundation. They build loyalty, they protect you, and they help you stand out for all the right reasons. Want to talk more about how to build a reputation that lasts? Call me or message me anytime. I'm happy to share what's worked for me and how you can build an ethical, successful career in the business.